Hello my culinary friends, and welcome to another edition of Papa Bojo's Kitchen. The first pasta I showed you how to make was egg pasta. Now I'm going to show you how to make simple semolina pasta. Semolina pasta is very similar to what you buy in the stores. In fact, when you make this pasta, you can actually take and create the pasta, make the shapes that you want, set them on trays, and you can dry them out for 2 or 3 days and they'll be hard. Or you can cook them up fresh. Right after making them. You don't necessarily have to dry them. But this gives you a more rigid, more firm type pasta than the egg pasta. So if you like semolina, it's actually simpler to make and it tastes great fresh. So we've only got really 2 ingredients. We've got 4 cups of semolina and we've got 1.5 cups of water at 85 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm going to check the temperature. It's a little higher than that. It's at 89, but that's okay. And we're also going to put in a pinch of salt. The pinch of salt is optional. And actually more than a pinch, I'm going to use about half a teaspoon. I'm going to put that in right away. Then we're just going to take the water, the 1.5 cups of water, and we're going to pour this in. And we're going to start processing. Again, we're using the plastic blade, not the steel blade. As you can see, this is starting to come together. As you see, this is still pretty grainy. I checked it, it's almost at the right spot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to slowly drizzle in about another 1/8 of a cup of water. And you can see how that's starting to break everything loose and bring it together. Again, depending upon the humidity level at your house or your home, how dry your pasta is, those types of things, how heavy your water is, you may need to adjust the amounts. Pasta, like most of those, is more by feel and by look as you finally get into the final result. So I've taken the dough, which is at a crumbly stage right now, and I put it on the countertop. It's okay not to use wood in a case like this because we don't have to worry about the temperature of the eggs. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start kneading and bringing this together, because there's plenty of moisture in here. It just hasn't absorbed, the semolina hasn't absorbed all the moisture yet. And kneading is going to help that process. So I'm going to knead this probably for about a good 2 to 3 minutes. And we'll see where we are. Okay, so I've been kneading this for about 5 minutes. And it's come together pretty good. It's rebounding a little bit, which means it's been kneaded long enough. And now, just like with the egg pasta, we're going to take this, we're going to cover this for 30 minutes, and that'll allow all of the moisture in the semolina to further mix together. And we'll be back. I'll show you what we're going to do with this when we're done. So it's been 30 minutes with this semolina dough resting. And take a look at it, and it's nice and soft the way it should be. You can push your finger in it and you can see it rebound, which means that it's done. And just like what we did with the egg pasta, I'm going to cut this in half. Don't forget, this also is 2 pounds. This is 2 pounds of semolina pasta. I'm going to take this and I'm going to make these into a ball, and then I'm going to vac freeze these too. Like with the egg pasta, what I'm going to do is within a week or so, I'm going to take these out of the freezer, show you what they look like, and prove to you that frozen pasta comes out and can be made just as good and easy as pasta made the fresh day, because the vacuuming of it really keeps all the air out and makes it fresh. So I've got my little gadget here, and like with the egg pasta, I've got written on here 1 pound of semolina pasta, 6/2/22. That's today. That's the day I'm making it. I'll take 1 of the pounds. Put it in the bag, smash it down a little bit, flatten it out, put it in the vac form, or the vacuum sealer, and you can see all the air is being pulled out. Hopefully you can see all the air is being pulled out of this as it squeezes all the air out. When it gets all the air out, it automatically stops and seals. And if it doesn't, after a few seconds, there might be just a tiny, tiny little bit of air, like maybe in this one. And so there's a button you can push to make it seal. And that's what I'm going to do right now. That button will light up and tell me when to push it if it's not automatically sealing. And it's sealed. And as you can see, this is all perfectly vacuum sealed. So it's just as easy as that. With only a couple of ingredients, semolina flour, a little bit of salt, and some warm water, you can make fresh semolina pasta. You can form it and cook it and eat it the same day, or you can form it and dry it out on trays for 2 to 3 days, and that'll stay for a long time. Read up on that. Or you can vac freeze the fresh dough like I'm doing right here, put it in the freezer, and have it ready at your will whenever you're ready to make homemade pasta. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Papa Bojo's Kitchen. I hope you'll please subscribe to my YouTube channel and watch me on TikTok at Papa Bojo 1958. And I hope to see you again soon on another one of my editions of Papa Bojo's Kitchen. Buon appetito, everybody, and have a great day.